Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. The first cup of coffee I remember having that pushed me into a now lifelong addiction with coffee was after staying overnight in a bed and breakfast with other geeks. And that morning, when we woke up, they were serving coffee, as I'm sure many bed and breakfasts do. And I really didn't have anything else to drink other than water. I couldn't drink juice at the time because I was low-carbing it, avoiding as many sugars as I possibly could. So I had the coffee, and about a half hour later or so, I felt this sense of urgency and came to discover that coffee could help me stay regular. And I needed it at that point. I was trying to get as much fiber as I possibly could, but I needed the coffee. And so at that point, it was more of a convenience for me to start drinking coffee, and I quickly found myself taking up to about a pot a day, just brewing it at home in a regular old coffee machine, a cheapie, not really caring too much about what I would buy at the store either. I would try various flavors, adding heavy cream to the mix, and that really helped take the bite out of bitter coffee. And I enjoyed drinking coffee, or learned to enjoy it. It became a comfort. Didn't really get too much of a buzz off of the caffeine, though, and I don't think it's ever really been that way, other than when I have too much coffee, and that has happened. So my life really changed when I moved out to San Francisco, and people kept telling me, you need to go to Pete's, you need to go to Pete's. And I was thinking, well, who's this Pete's guy? I've never heard of it. And so we went, and I ordered a cup of coffee, as I normally would do at a coffee shop. And I got it with heavy cream, and I took one sip, and I'm not kidding, I will never forget that moment for the rest of my life. I just won't. It was so amazing. And from that point on, you know, my taste in coffee changed, because I realized what good coffee tasted like, or what it should taste like. And I've been drinking coffee pretty much ever since. Even though I've tried to quit at times, I keep going back to it. And I know it's probably not great for you. I know it's not necessarily horrible for me. I try to drink it in moderation, but it's something that is now comfort for me. And I like coffee because of all those reasons, right? It just makes me enjoy the moment more. Flavor. And that is the one thing that I would want to relate to anybody who's tried coffee before and didn't like it. Maybe you had the wrong coffee, because there's so many coffee flavors out there, so many different combinations, and you don't have to go, you know, all crazy with it either. I have a regular drip with heavy cream, or I'll even keep it as simple as espresso, sometimes even with heavy cream. And it is such an amazing flavor to me. I just find it now about as much a part of my life as anything, really. I just like coffee for the flavor and the comfort.